So today I am going to show you how we clip our dog's nails. Black nails are typically the ones that people have the most trouble with, but there's a little trick that I like to use that I'll show you. I'm gonna show you on a white nail to kind of show you what we're doing, and then a darker nail, like a brown nail, and then a black nail. Now, if you are extremely uncomfortable with this, I definitely recommend just visiting a vet, or even sometimes groomers will just clip your dog's nails for you. So I'm going to show you how we do it. So it's good to just have some of this, I think it's styptic. I don't know, somebody can correct me in the comments if that's incorrect. Basically just stops bleeding. I've never had to use it, so mine's still brand new. Hopefully I don't have to use it making this video and getting nervous on camera. And then we just use a scissor style of dog nail clippers, and ours has this cool little guard here that moves. So to show on one of these, I'm gonna get one of her white nails. So if you can see, this is a white nail, so her quick stops right about here. So she has this little groove here, and what we're gonna do is we're basically gonna cut up from the paw to that, up and across, and take off that whole little bit. So we see how her pad goes up and across, pretty even with that groove. So we're gonna go straight across, just like that. So I'm gonna clip it, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like after it's clipped now. And I'm gonna go to that one nail, and I'm gonna go right to that groove. I'm gonna go across. I'm gonna do her other nail. So same thing, I'm gonna find where that little groove is and use it as a gauge. And then, this is kind of hard to show you guys this way. And then we're just gonna kind of go at an angle. You don't wanna go straight up and down because the quick grows out. You just wanna push the hair back, and you wanna expose the nail and not get any hair in there that's gonna block you. And this little gauge is pretty cool. You don't want to completely solely depend on that, but it's a pretty good gauge. It took too long, so she doesn't. It's a pretty good gauge, and then you just want to give them a moment if they need a moment. Now we have that cut white nail, right? I'll show a before and after. So now it's cut down to the quick, and it's rounded off straight from the paw pad, just like we thought. And you can even look in the center here. And if you look in the hole there, you can see it's kind of pink, and here this one's kind of dark, right? So on this one we haven't quite yet cut all the way like we should, and it's white. So that kind of gauges too how much further. If you see this stop, you see it get a little bit darker, you're pretty close too. And you can stop there too, because this will make your quick recede. I mean, Sophia's aren't overly long, so it's not gonna matter for her. But if you have longer dog's nails, you want to follow that, and you have the little vein there where the cavity, it's kind of receded, or it's about to start the cavity, so you can see the color change. So again, you want to gauge off of that and that little groove. That little groove is usually a pretty good indicator of where you can start, and then just shave off just tiny bits until you get to this point. So now versus the white, you can see on this one now, you can see that little cavity now, right before you get to the quick, and that'll make her quicks recede if they're overgrown too. You want to find your dew claw. Hers is white, thankfully, so we can show you guys. And the dew claw is the same concept if your dog has that. You want to make sure to keep these short too. These are a little bit more flat. These I find it's easier to do from the inside, just like this. So I lift them up, and they keep their head up. I get behind them and I expose it. Same thing. You just want to cut off a little bit. And then you want to test it again and look at it and see if you can see. This one's still completely white, so I have a little bit more I can get from her. So I'll go behind her again.
Come on, girlie. I know you don't like your nails cut. I know.
So then again, I'm just gonna shave just a hair more off. Okay, so we did another sliver. Then if that's uncomfortable for you too, you can go from the front. I usually find a harder time here, but you can go from the front and just kind of expose it and just shave off a little bit. The dew claws I find are the hardest for us to do. And again, this one's still pretty white, but I'm just testing it and it's not overly long, so I don't worry about getting down too terribly short. So you'll see this one's kind of, I rounded it off a little bit, not too much, but you'll see how this one's kind of pointy compared to that one. So all I'm doing is I'm grabbing my clipper. See if I can do this while I'm holding her. And I'm literally just taking off this little end bit here to round it off and make it not so pointy. You see the little dots? That's where we want to stop. None of them are touching, so that's what we want down here. You want when they're standing up on their paw that none of their nails touch. Because when they run, that's what you usually hear. Unless they're like sprinting and stuff, you'll still hear some clickety-clack sometimes. Back nails I find tend to grow a lot slower than the front nails, so it's always a lot less that I end up shaving off. That's how we cut our nails. So if you have a white nail to go off of, that's definitely a way to do it. You know, all these nail clippings. If you don't, I'm about to show you guys on a black nail dog how that works with the little dot system as well. So I'm gonna go get Shia since I'm done with Sophia. She was my kind of guinea pig to show you on a white nail what you're looking for, the quick and all of that. So now she has nice short nails and we checked against the ground to make sure none of them are touching. So let's go get Shia. This is the best dog in the whole wide world, right?
This is my Shia. You're the cutest dog ever. You're the cutest little Shias ever. Yeah. Yeah, you are. Why are you so damn cute? Huh? Why are you so stinking cute, huh? Tell me.
Sorry, Shia and I are bonding. And we're just gonna go up from our groove. Shia's a little bit flinchy. She's a flinchy of all of my dogs. Her and Sophia don't like their nails cut. Excuse you. Okay. So with the flashlight trick, you put their nail right up against the light and it will glow where their quick is. So here's her little paw, the two black ones. So this one you can see there's a little, we have our dot again, right? And then this one is kind of just white. It's not quite there yet. It's not like a nice dot yet. So this one we can cut more. Okay?
You're such a good dog.
We're just gonna shave off a bit more. And look, and it's still white. So you shave a bit more, and we're starting to get a slight color change. So we're gonna shave off just hairs at a time is what we're doing. Okay, and we're still slight color change, but not. We'll do our flashlight check as well. In addition. So this one, we're pretty stinking close there. Alright, Shia's fighting me again. I know. She just wants some hugs, guys, sorry. It's colder sometimes because she gets out of control. She thinks she can do whatever she wants, guys. I'm gonna find our groove, go up. This one's a white one. Shia's one of those flinchers that she flinches every time it gets chopped off, like it's paining her, but she just doesn't like her paws touched. See, find it and start with it. So you see, it's still really white. We can still take off more. Sometimes I just move their leg like this, and it kind of distracts them in between, so they just kind of think, I don't know what's happening. And then I move it like this and shave off a bit, and then move their leg and just kind of check it. We can still take off more. So if you distract them like this.
So then, it gives them a break too if they need a break. Let them take their paw back. Give them some scratches, some scratches, some scratches.
Okay, and then we can do our light test here too. That one's pretty good and close. And then we'll see this one's pretty far out.
Give me your paw. This is my paw.
And same thing. Take off a sliver, look at it. And that's how you cut black nails, white nails, brown nails. You never want to rely on this guard here to shave off too much. You want to rely on that little groove like I showed you, and then you want to rely on looking inside of the nail. And you want to look for that color change. When you first cut it, it's pretty white, and then you cut it again and it can be black. Sometimes it goes a little bit pink. As soon as it turns a little bit pink, you stop immediately. You can't get another sliver off of that. You're gonna hit the quick. But I usually just cut down to where I can see that black little channel pretty well. That little dot there is the indicator for me that I need to stop and that I'm really close anyway. And then that'll help the quicks recede as well. And just shave off the top there of that nail to kind of round it off so it's not just jagged and sharp. That's it. That's how we cut our nails. Again, you want to have some of this on hand if you're first doing this. Like I said, I've never had to use this. And also the light trick helps a lot with black nails as well if you want to try the light trick. But really that little dot, using the groove, the groove and the light trick in conjunction with that dot, you'll have your best chances at not getting the quick there. Your goal is to just never hit the quick. No, that's not fun for anybody. You want them to be comfortable with this. This is what Shy this is what Shy gets after she gets a nail cut, because Shy is, I showed you guys my two that like to pull their paws away. Hugo and Willow just kind of stand there. I didn't want to show you guys a dog that was like perfectly still and just listening. I wanted to show you guys with me, you know, kind of struggling a little bit, them pulling their paws away and giving them a break and letting it get done on their time with their comfortability and doing it with them and not just to them. So that's it. That's my tips and tricks. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you can get notifications for more videos. There's only more videos to come. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys tuning in with me and watching these videos, and I'm always happy to help in any way that I can, especially with these cute little guys.
Wait, Shia? Wait. Especially these kitties. I love them so much. They're just the best dogs. They are. I'm pretty biased, but...
That's how we cut our nails. So thanks for watching. Bye.